Yeah, hi there, doctor. This is Michael. I just got your message you sent me by email, and believe me, I can feel your frustration. Let's take a look at your situation. So, you want to do postgraduate training in surgery, and you're applying for residency programs in the U.S. Unfortunately, you need to get a score up to 110. Wow. And the highest score you've gotten so far is 90, so you need 20 points. So you say, whenever I took the test, the one section will go down, another will go up, and the highest scores you've gotten so far is 22 on the reading, 25 on the listening, 24 on the speaking, and 23 on the writing. You say, I'm totally confused how to get out of this. Hope to hear from you soon. Thank you. All right, doctor. I think you're going by, I'm just going to say Dr. R, the first letter of your name. I'm going to recommend, based on your situation, my 90-day TOEFL study guide. However, I mean, do you have enough time to study TOEFL to improve your English? Because you sound like a very busy person. I'm being honest with you here. I mean, it's all or nothing here. Either you get in, you get it done, you meet your goals, and you finish. Or if you don't have enough time, you're just going to drag it out over and over and over, and you're constantly going to be in the same situation. I mean, how serious are you about achieving your goals? Because what you have to do here, I don't even know if you have the time to do what you need to do. Okay, something you got to think about, but I do recommend my 90-day TOEFL study guide, and I got 3 specific things I think you should do right now to continue to make your improvements. You're stuck. You got to get better, right? So number 1, keep reading every day. You want to read for about 45 to 60 minutes. You can read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. There's science. You like science, so you can read a lot of science-related type materials. But the main thing is, keep reading on a regular basis. You have not solved all of your reading problems yet. I mean, let's face it, 110, you got to get between 27 and 28 on almost every section of this test. That's not going to be easy. Number 2, you want to spend about the same amount of time each day practicing with listening. You can listen to news, documentary, history, and science type programs. This is very, very important. Now, while you're doing both of those things, I got a good study habit you can do. When you read an article in a magazine, practice writing a summary. Summarize the main points, most important supporting points, get it down on paper, and then practice orally summarizing the information. And then you can also practice writing a written summary. Your writing is only 23. You need to get about 30 out of 30 on the writing. I understand speaking. Speaking is difficult to, it's hard to get a higher score in the speaking. You probably have an accent. You have to overcome some of those problems. But anyway, those are my 2 recommendations. So 1 hour reading, 1 hour listening. Now you want to spend about 2 hours at my online TOEFL course. You really do. You want to go through everything. Go through all of the lessons you see in the study guide. I will give you some good practice in vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, reading, listening, writing, and speaking areas. So as you go through my study guide, you will have a very balanced approach to helping you improve in those 7 areas. So little by little, you can make some improvements. Now, one suggestion. If you want to measure, if you want a full-length TOEFL practice test, I'd recommend you get one directly from ets.org, but don't take one of those too quickly. You need to spend some time to work on your academic English language improvement, and then once you bring up your academic English skills, then maybe it's ready to take a practice test where you can measure your progress. So, can you do this, though? What I'm asking you is not easy to do. I'm asking you to spend about 4 hours a day for the next 90 days. I'm telling you, this is what it's going to take. 4 hours a day. 1 hour reading, 1 hour listening, 2 hours at my website, going through the lessons in my study guide, and gradually you will begin to see improvement. It won't happen quickly, but it does happen. The main thing is you got to keep at it, you got to keep working, and you will be able to break out of what you're in right now. You're stuck at 90. You need to get 110. Consider some of my suggestions. All right, doctor? And by the way, I want to tell you, thank you for choosing to become a doctor. A doctor is a very noble calling. It's a difficult calling because it requires you to be away from your family so much. It's almost like being in the military. So I appreciate it. Not everybody has your brain and can do what you do. And to be a surgeon, wow, that's even better. So again, congratulations on a very well-chosen field. And because of people like you, we have a better world. We really do. Anyway, thank you very much, doctor, and I hope that you will be able to reach your success as soon as possible.